It's me again. You don't see anything of me for ages, and then suddenly I pop up every 5 minutes. Anyway, I thought this channel originally was supposed to be about my lifestyle in the main, and me having little rants here and there. And I thought that as my lifestyle has changed somewhat since I last talked about it, really, I'll give you a little bit of an insight into what I'm doing at the moment. For the last 6 months, I have been living here. I'll tell you more about here another time, but basically I am completely off grid. I have no connection to mains electricity. I have no connection to the telephone lines. I have no connection to mains drainage, and I have no connection to mains water. In reality, what does that mean? Well, I have 5 solar panels, 100-watt solar panels. I have a 300-watt wind turbine, and I have a load of batteries, and they charge up and give me all the power I need to survive. I do have a backup generator which is petrol powered at the moment, so I'm not going to pretend otherwise. And at the moment I am burning some LPG gas for cooking and heating the water and running the fridge. But in general terms, that's how I power my lifestyle. In terms of water, I collect rainwater, which is used for your everyday stuff that's not drinking, and I have spring water that's filtered, which is my drinking water. Drainage, I got septic tank, and I make use of that. Now the obvious question is, as I'm posting on YouTube, how the heck am I doing that if I haven't got a phone line? Well, I don't have a conventional telephone line. I've got a mobile phone, obviously, which I use, but then I've also got something called a 4G router. It's the kind of thing that a lot of people who live on narrowboats and things use, and that connects into the mobile network and gives me mobile data, and I pay £27.50 a month, I think it is, for unlimited data, and I'm actually getting speeds that are double, both upload and download, the standard broadband just here if I was connected to a phone line, which I'm not. So in terms of things like TV, I stream it all through the internet, so I have no aerials or anything sticking up at the moment, and I basically survive like that. The other thing I've tried to reduce is the amount of waste I produced, rubbish in other words. So any plastics get returned to the supermarket. I don't know whether everybody's aware that most supermarkets have got a plastic collection point, and you can return all your food packaging directly to them for recycling. I do use some tin cans and some aluminium drinks cans, and I save those up and take them to the scrapyard and get the money for myself when I'm on my way to work, basically. So there's no special lorry coming out to collect it all. Same goes for glass. I take that to the recycling centre and chuck it in the glass recycling. Anything else that I produce here, I burn, and some people may scorn that, but in actual fact, the domestic refuse here that is collected is all taken to a centralised point and then loaded onto lorries and taken down to Cornwall to be burnt. So by my reckoning, I'm actually producing less carbon, if you like, because there's no lorry coming here to collect it and carry that heavy waste around for me. When I see and hear of Extinction Rebellion, I'm trying not to be rude about them and not to rant about them, because everybody knows how I feel, that they're a bunch of wastrels. And the latest incarnation, which is Insulate Britain, and I hear about the things that they're doing, and I just ask myself, I wonder how many of them have got tumble dryers at home. I wonder how many of them drove there in cars or on trains to make their protests about the amount of carbon that's being generated. And it just makes me think, you know, these people don't know what they're talking about. They really don't know what they're talking about. They're all, I don't know, I'd like to say that they are reactionaries looking for a cause to throw themselves at. I get really frustrated because down the road here, over the bridge over the road, every now and again on a Saturday, there's a little gaggle of these middle-aged, middle-class protesters there waving banners telling everybody to, you know, that the climate change is an emergency and that they need to cut down on their carbon. And I ask myself, how many of them got there on foot? because that's the only way that they can live, you know, anything like the way that they're preaching that other people should live. Anyway, rant over. I will tell you much more about my home and my lifestyle as the days go on. As I think I mentioned on Sunday in the little short video I put up, and thanks very much for all the advice that people are giving me on electric chainsaws. But as I mentioned, there is a great film coming out on Thursday. Obviously it's not a film made by me, but it's a film that I'm publishing, which I think most of my subscribers will thoroughly enjoy. It's very much in the vein of Hope-born films, which were the most popular ones I ever put on here. Anyway, I'll continue to post as much as I can, whenever I can. Thank you to all my friends for your support over the last few years. Things have been difficult, but they are getting better, and this is the start of the new me. Anyway, catch you soon. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.